Hey guys, welcome to another quick episode of Renewed. This is actually just a snippet of a video that the editing software said it was too big, couldn't save it on the device. So this part is originally going to be put on the sewing machine video that I uploaded last night or early this morning. Go ahead, scroll up, check that out. What this is a document that I found inside the sewing machine itself in one of the drawers. It has nothing to do with the sewing machine other than it does place it in 1940. It was in the Washington D.C. area, I think, or Washington D.C. or that side of the country at least. So without further ado, here it is, and enjoy. Be that surprise right now. Okay, so what we got here, as I said before, it's not sewing machine related. It's nothing to do with the sewing machine, but it does tell me that this sewing machine in 1940 was being used. We know that by the cigarette case, but also it was in Washington, D.C. or somewhere in that area, because this is what I'm assuming, and I could be totally wrong, is a press release from the Federal Work Agency of the United States Housing Authority in Washington, dated January 23rd, 1940, release date of Monday, January 29th, 1940. I'm going to say that unfortunately there might be missing a page, but again, I could be wrong, and I'm going to keep doing some research. This is not going to be sold with the sewing machine. I feel that it deserves its own research and it deserves its own respect of being sold or something like that to someone that's really a history buff and really would cherish this type of thing. So basically what this was talking about is it starts off saying Washington, D.C. It's even got a press release and an extension number and all that stuff. That there's savings of approximately $280,000 in construction of public low-rent housing projects during 1940. Basically saying that if they put double-hung windows and steel casements in the buildings, that'd save them a bunch of money. And then it goes on to talk about they're not mandatory. Local housing authorities build their own projects, but will be offered as suggestions, basically to save money. They're talking about here that estimated bids on projects containing 70,000 dwelling units after March 30th. The standard sizes of wood windows are used in half of these units, and materials would be reduced about $184,000, and installation cost cut approximately $17,000. Look at that. They're back when they tried to save us money. Then it talks about 135,000 steel casements will be used in the 1940 construction program with a total savings of around $80,000 in cost of materials and installation. This does not have a page number on it, but obviously it's page 1. Okay. Unless there's maybe some sort of cover page that would have been considered page 1. I'm not sure. But this one down here says page 3, and then it says the end. So I don't know if there's a page 2 that's missing, unfortunately. But it does talk about Yellow Mill Village at Bridgeport, Connecticut. And then I believe it also at some point in here mentions Baltimore project. Basically just talking about how many plants, that's an old industrial plant, and how many slum dwellings, that's their wording, not mine, would be demolished, and that they're going to be putting 3- and 4-story buildings in with concrete roofs and floors and asphalt tile flooring. So that's pretty neat stuff. I was in the construction business My father was in the tractor operating business. That's where I started, and then I moved to trust building business. So seeing this type of stuff, the fact that it's still here. The paper's in rough shape, but the fact that it's still here, really, I like that kind of stuff. I'm gonna do some heavy research into this. For right now, it'll be staying in the sewing machine just so I know where it is. But if you know anything about this, if you know anything about documents of this, like, is it worth anything? To be honest, like I said, I'm going to try and sell it. If it's not worth anything, then I will hold on to it and keep it protected, and then find the right person, or maybe a museum or something to donate it to. But I'm going to intend to make sure that it gets to the right person. Just same with the sewing machine. So, like I said, go ahead, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. If you're seeing this segment on TikTok, go ahead over to the YouTube page, find the sewing machine we're talking about, check it out. You guys keep on renewing.